Have you ever found yourself waking up in the dead of night, between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., and wondered why this keeps happening? What if I told you that these aren't just random wake-up calls or your body clock acting up? This specific time frame is considered highly spiritual, often referred to as the witching hour or the hour of awakening. During these early hours, the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is at its thinnest, making it a prime opportunity for divine messages, cosmic downloads, and spiritual insights to come through. But here's the real question. Are you truly tuned in to what the universe is trying to tell you? Or are you simply missing out on the profound wisdom waiting to unfold? In this video, we're going to explore the 3 powerful things you need to do every time you wake up between 3 and 5 a.m. These actions aren't just rituals. They're transformative practices that will help you align your energy, tap into divine guidance, and decode the messages meant for you. From grounding yourself in the present moment to opening your channels for intuitive downloads, these steps will ensure that you make the most of this sacred time. So whether you've experienced this phenomenon before or it's happening to you right now, stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to unlock the hidden potential of your 3 a.m. awakenings and turn these moments into powerful opportunities for spiritual growth. Let's dive in. Explanation of the time frame. Waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. holds deeper significance than most people realize. In spiritual practices, this time is often tied to the ancient concept of the prayer watches. These watches divide the 24-hour day into 8 segments, each representing a unique opportunity for divine connection. The early morning watch, which occurs between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m., is known as a sacred window for spiritual activity. It's a powerful time when the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is at its thinnest. Your waking up during this period could be more than just an accident. It may be a divine nudge, a sign that something is happening beyond the material world. The spiritual significance of this time cannot be overstated. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., many believe the universe opens up, allowing for divine visitations, moments where celestial beings, such as angels or spirit guides, come closer to offer wisdom, guidance, and protection. This time is often seen as a divine calling for heightened spiritual awareness and connection. It's a period where you may experience supernatural encounters, which can come in the form of vivid dreams, sudden insights, or even an intense feeling of being watched over. During these hours, many believe spiritual battles take place. Forces of light and dark are clashing, and if you're awake, it may mean that your spirit is being called to participate in this struggle, to pray, to ground yourself, and to claim your spiritual strength. In Christianity, the hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. are often associated with moments of great significance in biblical stories. One such example is Jacob wrestling with the angel in Genesis 32:22-32. According to the scripture, Jacob engaged in a physical and spiritual struggle with an angel throughout the night, and it was at dawn, likely around the early morning watch, that his breakthrough came. His name was changed to Israel, signifying his transformation and alignment with his divine purpose. This encounter symbolizes the internal battles and tests that we face in the early hours, a time for personal transformation and connection with the divine. Another pivotal moment happened when Jesus walked on water, as mentioned in Matthew 14:25. This event took place during the 4th watch of the night, between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m., as his disciples faced a violent storm. It was during these early hours that Jesus appeared to them, walking calmly on the turbulent waters, demonstrating divine authority over the physical world. This serves as a powerful reminder that in the darkest hours, when fear and uncertainty arise, divine intervention is often closest at hand. It's in these early hours that many spiritual breakthroughs occur, and waking up during this time is often an invitation to witness or even participate in that intervention. This time frame is often referred to as the witching hour or hour of the soul, the quietest and stillest part of the night, when the energy of the world shifts from rest to the early stirrings of dawn. It's a time of deep introspection, a time to receive messages from the universe, and a time to clear away spiritual clutter. For many, waking up at this time is an opportunity for spiritual growth and reflection. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, or simply being present in the moment, this time invites you to reconnect with the divine and align your inner self with the cosmic rhythms at play. So, if you're finding yourself awake between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., don't rush to label it as insomnia or restlessness. Instead, think of it as a divine invitation, a calling to tune into a higher frequency. There is something the universe is trying to tell you, and this quiet, undisturbed time is when you are most likely to hear it. It's a time to pray for clarity, meditate on your purpose, or simply listen to the still small voice of your intuition. Embrace these sacred hours as a time of spiritual discovery and connection. After all, some of the most powerful spiritual moments happen when the world is at rest and your spirit is fully awake. As a chosen one, waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. isn't just about spiritual awakening for your personal growth. It's part of a greater calling. You're being tapped on the shoulder by the universe to step into your role as a spiritual watchman. What does that mean? Simply put, you're being asked to be a guardian, not just for yourself, but for those around you, your family, your community, and even the world at large during this crucial, powerful time. Chosen ones have a unique duty. Your spiritual awareness is heightened during these early hours, and it's no coincidence. You've been selected to stand watch, to tune into the spiritual frequency that most people are asleep to. Imagine this time as a sacred responsibility where you're guarding the gates of your loved one's well-being, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You may feel the pull to pray, meditate, or even just send out positive intentions for the safety and protection of those you care about. This is your time to keep spiritual darkness at bay, to shine your inner light when the world is still and vulnerable. Just as a physical watchman would guard the gates of a city, you're called to guard the spiritual gates of your life. You're not just protecting your own soul, but also serving as a spiritual shield for your loved ones. Whether it's through prayer, invoking divine protection, or simply staying attuned to the energies around you, your role is to be alert, vigilant, and connected to the higher realms during these hours. This is when spiritual battles are fought and won, and you're being positioned as a beacon of light amid the unseen forces of the night. Think of this responsibility as being like a soldier on duty in a time of peace. The world may seem quiet, but you know that beneath the surface, energy is shifting, and your role is to stand strong. Chosen ones are not just spiritually aware for their own sake, they are spiritual protectors. During these early morning hours, you're in the front line of guarding your home, your community, and even the collective consciousness from negative influences or unseen spiritual threats. You're helping to anchor light, peace, and protection, keeping watch over those who may be unaware of the battles happening in the unseen realms. The concept of being a spiritual watchman is rooted in the ancient idea that those who are spiritually awake have a duty to not just observe, but also take action, even if that action is as simple as sending out protective energy or praying for guidance. It's during these hours that you're called to rise to the occasion, to be the one who holds space for protection, healing, and divine intervention to take place. As you wake up during these quiet hours, know that this is more than a random occurrence. It's an assignment from the universe, and as a chosen one, you're being entrusted with a vital task. Embrace your role as a spiritual watchman, and remember that your actions during these sacred hours ripple out far beyond yourself, offering protection, clarity, and spiritual safeguarding for those who may never even know you're doing it. You are a guardian of the light, a protector of spiritual energy, and your duty is a powerful one. First thing to do, remember your last dream. One of the most important spiritual practices for a chosen one when waking up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. is to remember your last dream. You might wonder, why is this the first thing you should focus on? The answer is rooted in the idea that God often speaks to us through our dreams, especially during the sacred hours of the early morning. Dreams are a powerful gateway to divine messages, providing us with guidance, insight, and sometimes even warnings for the day ahead. This time frame is spiritually significant, and what you see in your dreams can be more than just a random string of images. It can be a message sent specifically to you to guide your steps. In Job 33:14-16, the Bible clearly describes this kind of divine communication. For God speaks again and again, though people do not recognize it. He speaks in dreams, in visions of the night, when deep sleep falls on people as they lie in their beds. He whispers in their ears and terrifies them with warnings. This scripture highlights that while God is constantly speaking to us, we often fail to notice it. Our dreams, especially during the hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., are moments when God is whispering his messages to us. The divine guidance may come in the form of symbols, emotions, or situations within our dreams, and even if we don't always understand them immediately, they are far from meaningless. Instead, these dreams often carry deep significance, pointing us toward actions we should take, lessons we need to learn, or challenges we may soon face. When you wake up during these early hours, take a moment to center yourself. Before you jump out of bed or let your mind drift to the tasks of the day, pause and reflect on the dream you just had. Try to recall as many details as you can, the emotions you felt, the images that stood out, or any symbols that appeared. Even if it seems confusing or unclear, resist the temptation to dismiss it. Often, the meanings of dreams reveal themselves over time, or become clearer when viewed through a spiritual lens. These dreams may be God's way of giving you a heads up about something coming up in your life, preparing you for a challenge, or even reassuring you that you're on the right path. For example, you might dream about a specific person or situation that feels random at first, but upon reflection, you realize it holds a significant message. Perhaps you dreamed of someone from your past. This could be a sign that you need to reach out to them, or even pray for their healing. Or maybe your dream involved a difficult situation at work, which could be God preparing you to handle a real-world challenge with wisdom and patience. The key is to remain open and receptive, knowing that your dream is not just a product of your subconscious mind, but a divine message crafted just for you. Once you've recalled your dream, the next step is to take it into prayer. This is where the power of divine communication becomes real in your life. You're not just a passive recipient of a dream, you're actively engaging with its meaning through prayer. Praying based on what you remember from your dream opens a channel for further guidance and understanding. Ask God for clarity and direction regarding the messages in your dream. Pray for the wisdom to discern its meaning and how it applies to your day or even your long-term path. For instance, if your dream left you feeling uneasy or unsure, it's a good time to pray for peace and clarity, asking God to help you interpret what you saw. On the other hand, if your dream felt inspiring or uplifting, it could be a confirmation that you're moving in the right direction, and you can pray for the strength to continue on that path. Dreams can sometimes show us where we need healing, where we need to focus our energy, or where we might be resisting something important. Incorporating dream reflection into your morning prayer routine is a powerful way to stay aligned with divine will. As chosen ones, this is part of our spiritual responsibility to be vigilant and attentive to the ways in which God communicates with us, even through the subtle language of dreams. By acknowledging your dreams and praying over them, you invite divine guidance to shape your day and your spiritual journey. Over time, you'll start to notice patterns, and your dreams will become a rich source of wisdom, helping you navigate life's challenges and opportunities with greater clarity and faith. So, each time you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., start your day by remembering your dream. Don't rush past it. Embrace it as a sacred message sent directly to you. Let it guide your prayers and trust that in these early hours, you're receiving direct communication from the divine. Whether your dreams offer comfort, challenge, or insight, they are a precious part of your spiritual toolbox, helping you to walk the path God has laid out for you. Second thing to do: meditate. If you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. but can't remember your dream, don't worry. This doesn't mean you've missed the chance to receive divine guidance. In fact, it opens up another powerful spiritual practice: meditation. During this sacred time, your spirit is still highly active, and meditating allows you to tap into the deeper layers of your consciousness, retrieving information that God has already placed within you. Meditation is like quieting the noise of the world and tuning into the frequency of your higher self, where divine messages are often stored. The early morning hours are often referred to as the spiritual realm's prime time, because your spirit is more sensitive, open, and receptive. Your physical body may feel groggy, but your soul is wide awake, ready to receive insight, wisdom, and guidance. When you take time to meditate during this window, you're engaging with that spiritual energy, allowing the divine messages that are already within you to rise to the surface. It's a time of heightened intuition, when you can perceive things without needing to be told or see them with your physical eyes. Think of meditation as the key that unlocks the door to your spirit's hidden wisdom. Sometimes you may not recall your dreams because those messages have already been embedded into your spirit while you were asleep. By meditating, you're simply drawing them out. As you sit quietly and breathe, focus on calming your mind and centering your heart. Even if thoughts and distractions try to pull your attention away, gently return to your breath, knowing that in this stillness, you are opening yourself to receive divine downloads. For chosen ones, meditation is not just about relaxation, it's about connection. This practice allows you to sync up with the divine purpose that has been assigned to you. Sometimes during meditation, you'll experience an intuitive flash, a sudden feeling, or a sense of knowing that wasn't there before. This is because, in this still, quiet state, your intuition becomes sharper, clearer, and more powerful. You might get a sense of what actions you need to take, how to approach a situation, or even who might need your prayers and attention. Plays a major role in this process. As a chosen one, your ability to perceive things beyond the surface level is part of your spiritual gift. Think about those moments when you just know something without having any logical explanation for it, like sensing when someone is going through a tough time, even if they haven't said a word, or feeling prompted to avoid a certain situation before anything goes wrong. This heightened intuition is a key part of your spiritual toolkit, and meditation helps you tap into it on a deeper level. Let's look at meditation through an everyday example. Imagine you're facing a situation where you feel lost or unsure of what to do. You've prayed about it, but the answer hasn't come in a clear, direct way. During meditation, you may not get a loud, booming voice telling you exactly what to do, but you'll often receive a subtle nudge in the right direction, an intuitive feeling that begins to make things clearer. Maybe it's a calm sense of peace about a decision you were anxious about, or a sudden realization that something you've overlooked is actually the key to solving your problem. This is how divine wisdom flows to you when you take the time to meditate. Meditation also helps you connect with your higher purpose. When you meditate during these early morning hours, you're in sync with the spiritual flow of the universe, allowing you to gain a clearer vision of your path. Often it's in these quiet moments that chosen ones feel a deepening sense of their calling. You may not always have the answers immediately, but over time, the practice of meditation builds a stronger connection to your inner wisdom, your intuition, and the divine guidance meant for you. If you find it hard to meditate or still your mind, start simple. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take slow, deep breaths. Focus on the rise and fall of your chest, or the feeling of the air as you breathe in and out. If your thoughts wander, gently guide them back to your breath. You can also repeat a simple prayer or affirmation in your mind like, "I am open to divine guidance," or "I trust in the wisdom of my spirit." The goal isn't to force any answers, but to allow whatever messages or feelings come naturally to you during this quiet time. Over time, as you make this a regular practice, you'll start to notice how much more in tune you are with your spirit and how much clearer the divine messages become. Even on days when you wake up feeling disconnected or unsure, meditation will help ground you, refocusing your mind and aligning your energy with your higher self and divine purpose. So, when you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., let meditation be your second tool. Through this stillness, you're opening a powerful gateway to divine understanding, intuition, and guidance that will help lead you through your day and your spiritual journey. Third thing to do, make declarations. One of the most empowering ways to start your day, especially when you wake up during the sacred hours between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., is to make prophetic declarations over your life. During this time, when the spiritual realm is most active, your words carry immense power. The Bible tells us that life and death are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21, and this is exactly why declaring victory, blessings, and protection for yourself and your loved ones is such a powerful practice. Why make declarations? Because your words have the power to shape your reality. When you wake up and begin to speak life into your day, you are not just making empty statements, you're aligning your life with divine authority. You're commanding your morning, setting the tone for how your day will unfold. This is about standing in your spiritual authority as a chosen one, knowing that what you speak in faith has the power to shift your circumstances. The idea of commanding your morning comes from the Bible. In Job 22:28, it says, "You shall also decree a thing, and it will be established for you, and light will shine on your ways." This means that when you declare something in faith, you're partnering with God to bring it to pass. It's a spiritual principle. As you speak God's promises and blessings over your life, those words go forth and begin to shape your day, your future, and even the lives of those around you. Another key verse is 1 Thessalonians 5:17, which calls us to pray without ceasing. This doesn't just mean whispering prayers all day long. It means living in a state of constant communication and alignment with God's will. And what better way to start that communication than by boldly declaring His promises over your life first thing in the morning? Making declarations is like speaking directly into the atmosphere. You're commanding the unseen to align with God's plan for your life. When you wake up in those early morning hours, the spiritual realm is ripe for you to step into your role as a co-creator with God. This is when you declare, in faith, the things you want to see manifest in your life. Whether it's protection, success, healing, or favor, your declarations set the tone for what's coming. Here's an example of how to do this. You might wake up and say, "I declare today is a day of victory. I speak blessings over myself and my family. I declare that no weapon formed against us will prosper, and every negative word spoken against us will be refuted. I declare that I walk in divine favor and that opportunities will open for me. I declare peace, joy, and protection in my home, and I thank God for His guidance today." It's simple yet powerful. You're not just hoping for these things, you're decreeing them. The Bible emphasizes the power of decrees, And when you speak these words, you're releasing them into the spiritual realm, where they take on a life of their own, working in ways you might not even see right away. Declarations are also an act of faith. When you wake up and start declaring good things, even before the day unfolds, you're choosing to see your life through the lens of God's promises. You might not know exactly what the day holds, but you're already setting the stage for victory by speaking it into existence. This creates a positive momentum that follows you throughout the day, and it's not just about you. As a chosen one, you're also interceding for others. Your declarations can cover your loved ones, your community, even your workplace. You might declare safety and protection over your family, or speak blessings over your relationships. These words matter. You're not just shaping your own life, you're influencing the spiritual atmosphere around those you care about. When you make these declarations, you're also reinforcing your spiritual authority. Remember, as a chosen one, you've been given authority to speak to mountains and see them move. Mark 11:23. Whether you're facing challenges, uncertainties, or obstacles, your declarations are like spiritual commands that tell those situations to shift in alignment with God's will. You're not just passively hoping things will get better. You're taking an active role in shaping your reality through faith-filled words. Practical application. Take a few moments each morning to focus on what you want to declare over your life. It doesn't have to be long or complicated. Start with areas where you feel you need God's intervention: your health, your finances, your relationships. Then speak out what you want to see, using the language of faith. I declare healing over my body. I declare favor over my job. Or, I declare peace and protection over my home. Remember, the key is to believe what you're declaring. It's not about wishful thinking. It's about speaking in alignment with God's word and trusting that He's working behind the scenes, even when you don't see immediate results. Over time, you'll notice how these declarations start to shape your reality, bringing you closer to the life of abundance, peace, and purpose that you're meant to live. So, as you wake up in those early morning hours, let your first words be declarations of faith. Take control of your day before it even begins. With your words, you have the power to declare victory, protection, and blessings, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. And as you do this consistently, you'll begin to see the fruits of your declarations manifesting in your life in powerful, transformative ways. As we wrap up this exploration of what to do when you wake up between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., let's take a moment to reflect on the incredible empowerment that comes with this experience. Waking up during these hours isn't just a coincidence. It's a divine calling, a moment when the universe invites you to engage in a spiritual duty. You are being summoned as a spiritual watchman, tasked with guarding not only your own well-being, but also the well-being of your loved ones and your community. This is a powerful responsibility, and it's important to recognize the significance of this time. You have a unique opportunity to connect deeply with the spiritual realm, whether through remembering your dreams, meditating, or making powerful declarations. Each action you take during these moments contributes to a larger spiritual purpose, helping to create a protective and transformative atmosphere around you. So I want to encourage you to take your role as a watchman seriously. Embrace this calling with enthusiasm and intention. You're not just waking up, you're stepping into your purpose and making a profound difference in your life and the lives of those around you. Remember, your actions during these sacred hours can have a ripple effect, bringing blessings, protection, and clarity to your day and beyond. Now, I'd love to hear from you. If you've ever experienced waking up during these early hours, drop a comment below. Also, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world, and it helps us continue sharing valuable insights and guidance. Thank you for being here and for stepping into your role as a chosen one. Remember, every time you wake up in those early hours, you're not alone. You're part of a divine calling that empowers you to make a significant impact. Let's keep this conversation going and uplift each other on our spiritual journeys.